Welcome, ye scurvy scallywags, to Davy Jones, which is out now in early access on the PC for a price of $18 as of December the 1st. As always, full disclosure, they sent me a copy, yo ho ho. I am your host, attackslug, and I played about 3 hours of this so far. Let's hop in and show you the facets of this new update, including the Kraken. So, first and foremost, this is a first-person shooter in the vein of the newer Doom games, but a bit more melee-focused. So you have your sword, and you have your gun, and you have your head, which is Davy. You are Jones, and you are the duo here that is the main character, if you will. We've got a current checkpoint, and hopefully we'll get some enemies to fight here shortly.
Think this blasted behemoth lure truly exists?
Jones?
It better do. I'll happily ram it down the Kraken's gullet.
So generally, you're going to be staggering with the gun. You're going to be chopping with the sword, if you can. And you also have a bit of fire on the B button to roast them a bit. You got a jump. I've unlocked a double jump. There is a dash, a lot of movement options. I'm playing currently on a controller, but I've played a bit on mouse and keyboard as well. Get back some of the essence to get our health back. In the upper left-hand corner, you will see that cross, that coin, is our health bar. Currently following this lane of souls to the next bit of business. Now, this is getting attacked by somebody, somewhere, somehow. Tell me who is attacking me at this current juncture. I don't know. But you can see our X now, our coin. We need more of our health back in order. So, if I pause here, you will see not only the current skill tree that I've unlocked some things on, between the gun, between the hook, between the stomp, and the sword. We have a crew to acquire, as we're going to have some ship-to-ship type of combat stuff. We have a bounty board, which I had not kind of gotten into that much just yet. On the left-hand corner, a bunch of different collectibles to get those upgrades for your tech tree. The codex, the log with your current missions, and the map. Now, the map I've found is not the best, but again, it's currently in early access, so I would imagine between now and it being a full-fledged release, they'll improve what's currently in this map. But I'm here, I gotta get over here, is the current active quest. Now, I don't want to get too far because I have a save to load from earlier that shows that ship-to-ship type of roguelike combat. But I do want to show off the Doom style of combat, and perhaps we'll see some of that here momentarily. Open this chest, get a sapphire. So far, no real enemies to speak of to fight. Well, I'm getting hit by something, and I have some compatriots, as you can see. So let's seal their fate and get some stuff here. Sure. Flip the coin.
Now, call it heads. One thing about mermaids, they sing. I'll keep my ears open. You do the same. You get it? You and ears. Now forget it.
I have no head. I got the joke. But here we are with the actual combat. And much like those Doom games, you kind of have a glory kill type mechanic to get health back. There is a parry on the bumper, and I just died. So the combat, not the easiest if you are new to it. It does take some practice to get where you need to go in terms of learning how this works, in terms of getting the stagger and, you know, all of those different types of maneuvers. I've certainly had some time to kind of get used to it, but it does take a little bit to get into. But when you see them with the blue, when there's the blue around them, that is when you can do the glory kill type maneuver. And I gotta keep an eye on the health bar here. And yeah, it's a lot more melee focused than those Doom games are, obviously, but at least early on. This is about 3 hours into the game or so. So, still pretty early. in terms of what I've been doing and playing, but I wanted to at least get to the new stuff for the new update to kind of show that off here in the video. At least that's the plan. If I don't die here again, I died here again. So there's that. You know, doing all right. So these skulls here are the kind of get the you find the skull in the environment, and those give you back the health you want to look to get back the health. But man, these Legion guys really just drain your health real fast. So that's a problem. So I'd say mastering the parry mechanic is definitely, considering it's a melee-focused thing, very important to nail those parries and then hopefully stagger them and then hit the fire on your, well, I don't have a lot of ammo here, which is also a problem. There. Execute. Maybe. Did I get him? Nope. Because why would I get him? You know, why would I? There. Execute. I'm well, that, nope. I keep seeing the thing, and then it's not giving me the thing, which is a problem with this one individual guy. It's not a whole lot of guys, just this one guy is just giving me a hard time. And yeah, he's undead, I get it, but I fought them before, so not the first time. And so you see, like, the heart is misleading on the pickups, because the heart is not health. The heart is getting back the ammo in your gun. And now there are two of them. That's really troubling. There, one, I see the prompt to do the thing, and it's not. Get up here. Run away. Some health back, maybe. Jeez, man. This is going real poorly for your boy. Try harder, he says. There. Execute. Finally. That was one. Wasn't there another guy? Yes. I thought there was. So, the thing to keep in mind is that the skulls are the skulls are the health, and the hearts are the ammo, and the gun only holds 3 shots, because it's not really a game so far about guns, it's a game about the melee stuff, which, again, is fine, but it's still early access and does need some work, and what the hell was that? So, yes. Completed that combat encounter, a little more death than I had thought it would be, but hey, we did that. So, having shown off kind of the basic combat stuff, I don't want to get too far, because I want to get an old save file to load up here to show you. So, right here's a checkpoint, thankfully. So, checkpoint, got that, all right? I'm going to load way back here into fighting the Kraken again. So, here's my ship. It's also kind of a whale. So, we're going to head toward the Kraken and see if we can't dock and then fight in this combat zone with the Kraken, which is kind of your ultimate goal eventually, to get back to the land of the living, because you were defeated by Blackbeard and that whole thing. But again, it's early access, so the whole story not in here quite yet. So the Kraken is certainly a goal to get to eventually, but not in this current build. So this sky hunt thing, though, is new in the game as of the most recent major update. And it's kind of, according to the pitch here, a bit of a roguelite mechanic. And you'll see how that works here in a moment as I fire the cannons on these little guys over here. So it's aiming the little reticule and then picking up the rum they drop. And eventually, enough rum will grant you an upgrade. And it's a randomized roguelike type thing. So I can either extend the duration of the abortage, I can increase the rum value, and I can reduce the bite cooldown. I'm going to do the bite cooldown. That seems important right now. And then, so if I hit RB, then I can bite. And it's also, you know, very effective. There will be some essence in the air to get to that will get me some, hopefully, health back or, you know, meter back, if you will. Like right there, that big ball of yellow. And there obviously are bigger ships here. They're going to shoot at me and fight me, and I can bite them as well and just take a whole big chunk off. But it does get, at least in this part where you're supposed, this is a thing where you have to lose because it's part of the story. But I kind of wanted to show off, all right, here is how this mode works in this new update. So let's increase our, each rum restores a bit of health. That's very important. So get that rum, get that health. But eventually you are just, there's too much on the screen happening for this to win because it's still kind of, you know, early on in the game. But you get the idea here as far as what it's doing for the sky combat. And honestly, way easier on a controller than it is on PC with a mouse and keyboard. And they have said at some point this will get a console release. I'm not sure, you know, when it's done, which is good at some point. I don't know what the current goal is for their roadmap. But you kind of seen this. Let's hop back into the first person stuff, which should, yes it does, give us this current checkpoint. But yes, as I said, this right here is your 3 shots of ammo. It is not your health. A very important distinction when you're panicking and there's all kinds of things to deal with as far as enemies and that whole thing. Here we go. Right back into it. So that's the stagger, and then the glory kill type mechanic. And then, again, we want to parry these guys to hopefully do better with how we fight. But it's not easy. And again, that's a thing that gets fine-tuned over the course of the game's early access period as far as difficulty and that whole thing. But if you are good enough to play through the most recent Doom games, this kind of should be right up your alley, I think. So, there's that. Get back to the... Like, what did even... I did there? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay. That's got a wind up to it. Now I know. Now I know. Alright. Get you. Hit that, and I die. Well, I don't even when I hit. I just died. So, it does take some getting used to in terms of the combat. I did try it on my Steam Deck. It does have a Steam Deck preset, and it runs at about 30-ish frames on Steam Deck, which is fine. Like, it's not the best, but it technically runs, so I can't get mad at that. And yeah, I'm playing it here on a 5070 Ti, so it kind of using the frame gen and using the DLSS type stuff. So there's that. Burn him, burn it down. Parry. I wanted to parry that. Didn't quite get there for me. Chop him good. Maybe. Yes, no. Up. So yes, a lot of just movement stuff happening here, which is pretty good. I like it. But it does take some concentration, which when you're talking over it in a video, always the easiest thing to concentrate on. Execution. I missed it. It's a very small window on that, and perhaps there are upgrades to make it a bigger window, but as of right now, not as much. Burn it down! Come on, bro. Like, seriously. I don't appreciate the turning invisible part. Really not. These guys are... There were a lot of guys that were a lot weaker than this guy, but no. There. Glory kill. Got it. Okay. That should hopefully handle that. And there are, you know, chests to get, and there are... Oh, buddy. What are you doing? I feel like that should go like that. What? Bro, where did you come from? I am now baffled. Let's get some distance here and find out what in the blue hell is happening. Can I just go? Can I just leave? I just say, you know what? Peace out, bro. Somewhere in this direction, maybe, is our goal, or is this just a dead end? Can I climb this? Can I do a bit of a Skyrim here? And just, is that... I feel like that's not how you're supposed to do that. I feel like that's not how that was supposed to work. Like, I'll have like a stomp in the air, which is nice. So, there are certainly a number of combat options for you here in Davy Jones. And I'm pretty sure it's not pronounced Davy X Jones, much like Ball Pit was not pronounced Ball X Pit. It's kind of a trend in games recently. So, is there a chest over here? I thought I saw a chest. I thought I saw something worth collecting. Give me that. Soul Orb. Why, thank you. And then jump, and vault, and keep going here. In Davy Jones, and here we are. And there's more guys to fight. You get the idea. So yeah, this is the Kraken update for Davy Jones, currently in early access, on the PC, 18 bucks. I think it's neat, and it has a lot of the core gameplay loop is already in here, and I like it. If you like those new Doom games, it's pretty similar with more of a melee focus, but still kind of doing a lot of that type of stuff, and it's neat. If you are on Steam, link down in the description. I am your host, attackslug. I'll see you next time, right here on this channel for more videos, and I'm out. Mateys.